Hello, you beautiful people. It's me, the MetaVerse Explorer. Are you ready for Surge? I said, are you ready? It's time to go ham on each other as we compete for rewards, okay? Now, what rewards are we going to be getting? We're going to be getting some crew cards, my friends. It's all contingents. It's all like reliant on how many people will actually get into the game so that we can test the whole thing and get some bug reports and help each other out. Yeah, so let me turn this down actually a little bit. It's very high in my ear. My god, let's go down. Okay, great. Now, of course, this is some gameplay we had before. This is of the Surge. This is of the previous events, like the previous PvP. It's very good, right? It looks really smooth. I've gotten in. I've been able to play around with it a little bit, but most of the Surge gameplay usually is like most of the times are usually not within my time. So I'm going to stop it here and you'll be able to see play rewards 20th of April. Now, this is what I want to stop on and chat with you guys about. Previously, I made a big point that in staratlas, we got to incentivize people to come in and do some stuff sometimes. Unfortunately, that's how it is, okay? If you don't incentivize me to wake up at 4 a.m., I'm not going to wake up at 4 a.m., okay? That's what they've done this time. So they're going to be incentivizing us with crew cards. Now, you can see here, these have previously been shown in different places. Some of it public, some of it private. I wasn't sure which was which. I didn't want to get in trouble at all. But you can definitely see some of the crew cards that we will be competing against, okay? This is April 20th. I'm going to leave it there. I'll leave this as a thumbnail so people can realize it. But let's see how we're actually going to get it. So of course you got to play it, right? You got to be there to earn it, right? But let's first off, that's the crew cards. If you haven't seen them before, they have been here and there. This is from Reddit posts, so it's fairly public. These are of course legendary crew members. I do love their looks. They all look really funky, really creepy, cybernetic. I love it. But these are especially for mud. Now, if we get the mud rare cards, they may look like this. Okay, we'll have to see what it'll come down to, and of course it'll be on the staratlas website. But let's look and see what the actual, yeah, here we are. Now, also, just as a side note, I was really hoping, like, if they could do one test with crew cards, maybe if they have gun NFTs, they could turn or see NFTs for guns. They could also, give that as rewards too. Some common, some rare, some legendary, etc., etc. Maybe there was one famous gun that shot SBF. I don't know. Okay, if you want to go down that road, sure. I'm sure some people would actually want to buy that gun. But yeah, let's see what this is. So, Surge is going to be on April 20th. Players will scale, reward for players will scale off of concurrent users during the test. Now, there's a few things you actually need to understand on how this works, okay? So, concurrent users is everyone in that game, in that Surge phase at that moment. If we have less than 300 people, we will only be getting some Atlas rewards, okay? How are they going to know to give it to you? Usually you log into the staratlas game with your Solana wallet, and then they'll be able to know that's this address, this is MetaVerse Explorer's address, we can give them some Atlas. Fine, okay, we had less than 300. But if we have 300 people to 500 people, we have some Atlas rewards as well as a common crew card, okay? And that's going to go to everyone, right? Everyone, regardless of what faction you are playing, okay? Now, the crew card, the one you'll be getting, is the faction that has the highest wins, apparently, okay? Now, I think they're still sorting out some of the details here, but it's, as far as I know, it's not about who has the highest amount of people in there, because you can load up 100 players and they're not doing anything; they're just at the base. But it's the race with the highest wins. So we're going to get the NFT of the race with the highest wins. Okay. Now, if we can go to 3,500 to 1,000, we're going to get some Atlas and we're going to get an uncommon crew card. And then, of course, if we reach 1,000 concurrent players, Mud, Usta, Oni, all three of us, if we're 1,000 people or more, 1,000 players or more, we're going to get some Atlas and one rare crew card to every single player. All those 1,000 players, we're going to get one rare crew card each. So if we have 1,000 players, we're going to have 1,000 rare crew cards, okay? That rare crew card is going to be the faction that has the highest wins. I hope that makes sense, okay? So if Usta, this one here, had the highest wins in that Surge phase, then we're going to get the Usta rare. If it's a mud faction, we'll get the highest mud, the rare mud for all 1,000 players. I think it's fairly simple to understand. I hope I got it right, and this is from the information I've been able to glean here and there. So I'm going to leave it there. Okay, let me bring on some music so you don't have to listen to me all the time. There we go, very good. Now, as I said, I really wanted to see some guns as well. Now, apart from that, what else is big in Star Atlas I think you should know this week? Not much has happened this week apart from someone actually buying the giant Titan Super Phoenix. It's one of the biggest ships in Star Atlas. It's not a mothership, it's a Titan ship, okay? Now, we don't know how much this is actually sold for. The last couple of Titan ships went for $1 million as far as I believe. I don't know, I think that's where I heard on Twitter, something like that. And originally they're priced at $5 million, okay, so that's a massive discount. I wonder how much the Super Phoenix DAO paid for this ship, okay? It is a huge, huge ship. So you can actually go to their website over there, but you need, it's Vercel. I don't know if it's a graphic website and you have to log in. I'm like, no, I'm not going to give you my email to log into something here. But they do have a Twitter, thank God. So Super Phoenix DAO, they follow me. Very nice. I'll give you a follow back, my friends. Super Phoenix DAO offering unique collectivized ownership to the citizens of Star Atlas. Fimbul Ecos Super Phoenix Titan warship, Titan Starship. So you know how I know they're American? Because they use a Z over here, collectivized. In Australia, we use S. Yeah, so it's just something. Oh, okay. They're American based, give or take. Okay, they're definitely not Aussie. I wish we had enough Aussies in Star Atlas anyway. So yeah, these guys are good. Beyond Horizon already did a recap video of them, so it looks really good. And I want to give you a reminder, okay? These are not the only Titan ships. There are over I don't know, 17 or 20 Titan ships or something. As far as I remember, there are 3 Titan ships per race. Oh no, sorry, per not race. What are they? You have your Ecos, you have your you probably have a Council of Peace Titan ship, okay? We have a Rainbow Titan ship. Sorry, the manufacturers. They all have one. So there's not just 3 of them, okay? There's 17 or 20. So just keep that in mind, right? So these guys who are buying Titans and using them, there's one guy in Rome, I think, he bought the T1 and I think he's using it to mine hydrogen. Yeah, not bad, man, but you better be careful when you come to the high risk zone. We're gonna hunt you down. Okay, just saying. Now, let's go on. There is one thing I need to watch myself that I haven't watched yet. So there might actually be a lot of alpha in here for you guys. Now, this is the Dominic Vane, head of community management, Star Atlas. He made a video, I think, with Michael Wagner, of course. It's his channel. Don't know why it's not on the Star Atlas channel. Whatever. So this is a Star Atlas CEO, Michael Wagner, giving us a gameplay walkthrough of everything you can do in Star Atlas. Now, this is a very good video. This is something even I can be doing myself. I don't, for some bloody reason, right? I think maybe I'll always have reservations that it changes so damn much that even if I make a video this month, in 3-5 months with a new release, the video is obsolete. That's always my worry, you know? But they've done it here, is great. Maybe if they can do one another 6 months, because there'll be lots of other stuff you can do, sure. Okay. So for example, what he goes through now, I wonder if it's actually going to be on Star-based or if it's going to be on Sage Labs. Don't know, we'll find out.
This golden era. This is more of a real-time strategy game, a 4X game, if you will. It is a persistent open-world multiplayer map. It's 2D in browser. But this is really where the heart and soul of this
I think he goes through, let me just skip through all of this. He goes through the UE5. I'm not sure if he goes into the experimental mode. Here we are. And he gets through a Super Phoenix and then he uses a Visa Solo. He goes into, I don't remember what this was. Not the experimental zone. This is a Starship.
Capital ships.
Yeah, look at that.
Here, this is actually the C9.
C9 capital ship, very nice. And then he versus some bots, I believe. Very good. And then he goes into... This is Starbase. Look at that. He's using Starbase. Very nice. So this was filmed within the last week. Week and a half, 2 weeks. Starbase has only been out for less than 2 weeks. So this is very interesting.
On chain, things like fleet creation, inventory management, movement, coordinate systems, localized inventory sector, And this
He's not connected, so we can't say, damn it. You know what I was going to do? I was actually going to see which faction Michael Wagner is playing. Because he uses a Sly Labs tool himself. We know this already, okay? Nothing stops him from using it, sure. He has his own ships, right? So I was going to see if he has a specific faction, and then I was going to play that faction. But no, he's not logged in, unfortunate. Michael, come on, let us know. Let us know.
You'll also note that some of these have the tags of MRZ, that's medium risk zone, that are dedicated to build fully on-chain.
This is good. This is good to have like the CEO of the whole project kind of outlining what you can do, everything like that. And also coming from the Star Atlas community manager, coming from their own channel, gives it a bit more credibility. So you come onto YouTube and you see a stupid face like mine, you're like, what the hell is this guy talking about, you know?
It's a bit of a risk for us just in the sense that why are you building technology on the blockchain? Why does everything operate on the blockchain? In a single word, it's
composability.
Composability.
Hey, I got it. I get it. Pepe, did you see that? I got it. I knew what he's going to say. I can tell the future. Oh, look, he's logged in now. Is he in the Oyster?
That interconnect seamlessly with the Star Atlas
PH Crew. He called it PH Crew.
If we weren't building all of the game logic.
Not sure. And he's got 0 XP, so he's not doing much here.
Optimize the way you operate your fleets within the game. And I know automation is a bad word for a lot of people in gaming.
Spicy.
We have a pretty hard rule. If you're creating a tool that allows for automation, it needs to be open source and it needs to be accessible to every single player in Star Atlas. We want a fair playing field. We don't want asymmetric advantage for anyone, and that's what we've seen so far. So we're working hard to detect any of those tools that people are perhaps building behind closed doors and working to prevent those. But at the same time, if a feature enhances the quality of life for a player by allowing you to automate certain processes, it's really still part of the game in my opinion, and I love to see this innovation going on around Star Atlas.
Michael, man, Michael. I hear you, man. I totally hear you. Dominic, I hear you as well, man, with this. You can't do anything about it. You're saying that someone has an economic advantage over someone else and you want them to give it up so everyone else can be on the same level field. That's not how capitalism works. If someone has a tool that is going to get them 5%, 10%, 15, 20, 25, 50% better than anyone else on the playing field, they will do it. And they are under no obligation to actually open source that. That's just my opinion, okay? And I think it's probably I think it's a right opinion because I don't see anyone doing it. Now we do have, of course, the Sly tool. That's the outlier. Open source tools are very powerful. We use it. Michael Wagner uses it. I'm sure Santi or Dominic uses it. I am so bloody thankful for it, okay? And I want that to keep happening. But it is not going to keep happening because people will see, hey, I can make an extra $100 a day or, $1,000 a day on this side, and you want me to give it all out for free to people. Oh, it's a hard sell, isn't it? It's a hard sell. But this whole automation thing, I don't know. It's a conversation we have to keep having it. I can't keep having it with myself in front of you guys. So no, I'm going to stop there. So I haven't fully watched this. I want you guys, I'm going to link it in the links below. I want you guys to go and actually watch this whole thing. I'm going to watch it right after this. See if there's any nuggets that I will share with you in the next video. Now let's move on. Okay. Now, Steven Sabal is Data Bros on Twitter. He was previous a part of the economic team at Star Atlas, and I still like to follow him because sometimes he brings out some really good shit, okay? Now, let's actually see what he wrote here, and we'll look at some of his stats. So, breaking, net Atlas emissions hit a daily rate of 10.9 million for the second week of April. The greater ecosystem emissions are related to 2 Titan sales. Wow, so the 2 Titans are actually mining, I would say then. The introduction of star-based faction fleets and an increased trend in people unlocking their Atlas from the Atlas locker. Well, it's actually 2 Titan sales, not to say the 2 Titans are mining. I know one of them is. I don't know what the other one is doing. Faction rewards have swiftly surged ahead in emissions, averaging 4.4 million per day over the past week. Guys, okay, one thing. What's that quote? There are lies, there are damn lies, and then there are statistics. So whenever I see any kind of statistics like this, I do take it with a grain of salt. At the same time, I trust Steven Sabal immensely because the data he's been able to provide us previously has been very good, has been reliable. And he previously came to the team. He's not with the team because of animosity or negativity. He was just like let go because of the financial situation of the team. But he still does good, open, free data that you can go and analyze anytime, and you can backtrack it to see if it's actually true. So listen to this. Compounding the situation is the trend of individuals unlocking Atlas from the Atlas locker, okay? Injecting another 3.8 million per day into the ecosystem. Resource purchases have had minimal impact, barely reaching 2.1. So here is the thing. Here's what I wanted you to see. Here. This trend bears resemblance to the heyday of Score. There's more Atlas coming in like now compared to Score. However, a critical issue arises as Council RFR redemptions contribute 4.2 million Atlas daily, with an additional 1.1 million from Score, resulting in the highest emissions in Star Atlas history. So there is more Atlas tokens coming into circulation or being freely going out than any time in Star Atlas history, even when all of the ships in Score were emitting Atlas at 100% potential. Do you guys remember that when it first launched? Everyone was getting Atlas. So despite efforts, Sage and Starbase sinks have failed to counterbalance the escalating emissions. Now, of course, this is bad for the Atlas token, not to say the Star Atlas game in general, right? Because there's a lot more going on. But the token is what people first see when they come to Star Atlas. They see Atlas token, first thing on CoinGecko, for example, CoinMarketCap, that's a Star Atlas token, okay? And they just see down only. Why is it going down? Because there's more coming into emission. The team keeps selling it. Everyone else keeps selling it. And the resources aren't bringing it up. So it's not a great look from the PR point of view, from the retail person point of view coming in, okay? In other news, the DAO collected roughly 7.2k Atlas from Starbase crafting fees. Very nice. That's actually stopped now. Barely anyone is crafting, and I'm going to show you why, okay? Before that, let's have a look more data from Steven Sabal. So let's have a look at his website. This is the flip side chart that he has. Story of Web3 Gaming. He's got lots of different games. Atlas, Junipets, Aurori, etc. Let's go to Star Atlas. This is an updated version of what he had before. I might be removing myself every now and then, like this, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. There are some new things on here I think we should look at, okay? These are marketplace volumes, Atlas marketplace volumes, USDC, referral income. Let's see what the referral income is like. There's a lot there. Look at that. So for Atlas, referral income is 121k. Very nice. And in USDC, only 2.4k. So very interesting to see what people are and guys, everyone's referring themselves, okay? That's the name of the game now. Nothing stops them from doing it. They just do it. It's where like you have two profiles and you make one as a referrer, and then your second profile is a referee. You use their referral code, you buy this, you get a discount here, a discount there, you collect both of them. People are doing it, okay? If you're going to buy any fresh ships, you got to self-refer. That's the only way to do it now. Atlas tokenomics. Have a look at this. We are in the negative, okay? You can see where all the Atlas emissions are coming from. You can see all the pluses, all the minuses. You can see it's actually trending down from here. It's not a good history. I'd love to actually expand this outwards, but it's really great to see. Let's have a look. Net Atlas emitted, daily average. You can see we just keep going up, up, up. Now, of course, stats, I always say, take it with a grain of salt. Come and actually read the axis. Come and read what the nuance is, what they're actually measuring. Maybe it's minus one thing, and all of a sudden, it gives you a different perception of the data. So please, please, take everything on this data page with a grain of salt, including what I say and what my interpretation is. Because if you go and read it, you'll see this, and you'll come to a different interpretation, different conclusion than I did, okay? Now, let's keep going. There was another one I actually wanted to chat to you guys about. Atlas Prime. Oh, yeah, look at Atlas Prime fees paid. There was a lot of Prime fees previously, but now it's really low. No one's even using Prime at all. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to. Why? Like, what did I need to talk to you guys about? I remember. I can't bloody do anything on here. Net Polis swaps, and well as Atlas swapping between people, okay? Net pool swaps, player swaps by token, no. Resource production, let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. So Sage Burn, I'll see if I can zoom this in. So yeah, we go. Let's take myself away so you can see. Very good. So we have a R4 balance in USD. Okay. Now we have Sage is burning 61k. Sage is crafting 52k. Withdrawn from somewhere is 100k. This is the claim stake harvest is 55k. Deposited into somewhere into score is 24k. Star-based crafting is 24k, and star-based burning is 64k. So do we have a net positive in R4 balance? We do. That's what it looks like because the 0 is here. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's see what else. Claims R4 produced in USDC. It keeps going up. Fuel balance going down. Oh, I saw something here that I was going to chat to you guys about. It was more. It was ooh, look at that. DeFi liquidity. Someone removed a massive amount of polars from the DeFi pools. What? Really? Look at that. When did that happen? Just kind of 10 days ago. March 1st. You can go to Bird Eye. If you guys, let me bring myself back. You can go to Bird Eye and see what wallet removed that amount and what they're doing with that polis. Because if you're in staratlas, you're probably providing liquidity. Why would you remove liquidity? Ooh, very interesting. Very interesting. So you can see this is a new updated stuff. There's a whole lot of good items in here. Star-based craft, Atlas transfer, XDAO, revenue, marketplace. No, I lost it. There was a really important fact in here I was going to chat with you guys about. Sorry, it's okay. Let's move on. I'll chat to you about Sage Labs. How are you going? Not Sage Labs, in Starbased. How are you going in Starbased? Okay, I'm not gonna lie with you. I'm not gonna lie with you. I'm gonna lie to you. It's mixed feelings for me. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Because I feel like I am the smallest bloody fish to do anything here, and whatever I do, it does not matter. Okay, you know why? Let me show you. Everything you see in red here is crafting that has stopped. You can't craft at only 2, you can't craft at only 5, can't craft at only 3, can't craft at 29. The only place in Oni you can craft right now, not even at the damn CSS, you can only craft at only 4. And you look at the map and you see there is a whole bunch of people going from here to only 4. Okay, they're all gone now, but they were here previously. There was a huge line of people going back and forth. So you can't even craft at the main space station. Why? That's so crappy, isn't it? Right? And you know why people aren't putting in stuff to craft? Because you do the math, it actually does not make any sense whatsoever for you to give your food for some LP, to trade that LP to get some Atlas. You end up losing money, okay? And when I talk to you about the LP redemptions, let's have a look at what the LP redemptions stats, okay? This is some stats here. Actually, Steven Sabal had some stats. Let's see if LP, no. XP? No. No, nothing here. Okay, no, let's go here. You can look just a little bit. Let me take myself away. So let's have a look at some stats, right? Some stats. As I said, stats are, damn lies sometimes. Depends what you spin it as. Now, we're on day 10th, okay, of the LP epochs. And that means every single day we have a new epoch, okay? Now, earned is how much LP, let me bring myself so I can talk to you face to face. LP earned is how much people have traded in to earn LP. You then have to redeem that LP. You can save your LP for another day, another week, another month, whatever, up to 10 days so far. People could save all their LP and then redeem it for Atlas. Okay, so there's 2 phases, and that's why we have this earned and then we have this redeemed here. Let's take myself away. Now, you can see here people have earned a lot, like 5 million, 7 million, 7 million, 6 million, 6 million, 8, 7, 9, 8, 9, 5, 8, 7, 8, 6 million. Okay, and then redeeming it, you can see the percentage being redeemed per day. You can see here, in this day, people redeemed 95% of all of the LP that they actually received. And same on the 5th day, on the Oni epoch, they redeemed 100% of everything they put in, okay? Now, why is this? Why am I talking to you about this? Okay, why am I talking to you about this? Because whenever you put in an LP, you are competing with everyone else who redeemed. Okay, so if you had, let's say, 1,000 LP, you redeemed next to people who had 9 million LP. Okay, what number of this are you to get your allocation of 1,500,000 Atlas? Nothing. Nothing. Well, at least for me, anyway. Okay, I'm not talking about you. I don't know how much ships and value you have in Star Atlas, but for me, it just feels like So I don't know what to do. I'm so stuck. This is why I'm like iffy about it. Okay. Now I want to show you what the changes are to this because people aren't enjoying it so far. There is an update coming next week alongside the deprecation of the old build of Sage Labs. Yes, remember, the old labs is going away. If you have any stuff there, you got to take it out. Okay. And the implementation of the new SDU scanning dynamics. Yes, that's also changing. Make sure you read up on that. 2 additional changes to the Sage Labs Starbase is coming. Change number 1, reduction in Starbase upkeeping requirements. Thank you muchly, because we do need this. Here we go. Not port of entry. We need operations. You can see here the upkeep requirements. Nothing is happening. Okay, there is no upkeep requirements even in this place, so people can't do much. There's no food. You can't do anything unless you supply food. And when you supply food, you're literally losing, right? You're literally losing. So why would you? Why would anyone when they're losing that value? No, they won't. So let's have a look at number 2. Adjustments to how Atlas is distributed at the end of each epoch. Remember, so far there's 3 factions. They all get 1.5 million, 1.5 million, 1.5 million. However LP is being redeemed through that faction, you get a share of that 1.5 million. Okay. There will now be 4 tiers for Atlas emissions within each faction. A faction must contribute a minimum amount of LP in order to progress to the next tier. For example, tier 1 will emit this amount of Atlas, while tier 2 will emit 2 times this amount of Atlas. Each tier will have a specific total faction LP contribution needed in order to unlock that tier of Atlas emissions. Numbers to be announced. So yeah, that's part of the game, right? They're seeing that there is a problem, okay, and they are attempting to fix this problem, or at least rectify it, or put a band-aid on it, or find out something else until some other kind of sync comes in, maybe combat, for example, or crew cards, whatever it is, right? So people can craft less, or perhaps even the price of the resources need to come down to what they have previously been, okay? What I do know, though, is that people are using a lot of their stockpiles. People crafted a lot of frameworks. People are putting in a lot of their frameworks to get rewards because it's the most valuable, okay? So these changes are expected to take place mid to late next week. Stay tuned, okay? Yeah, it's fine. It's normal. That's part of it, okay? That's part of the game. They're going to keep rebalancing when they see there are deficits on the left side. They're going to go to the right side, fix something there. And that's what they're doing, okay? So no one can be upset about this. This is the game that we're here to play, all right? Now, lastly, I'm going to leave you here. I want you to go and download Star Atlas, okay? It's on the Epic Game Store. It will cost you nothing. Your computer may be a little bit laggy. It's not as optimized as other normal games, but it's still damn good. If you don't have a key, there is a key section in the Discord. All you got to do, go in there and say, hey, can I get a key? Someone's going to give you a key. If you're lazy, come to this Discord, come to the chat underneath this video and ask MetaVerse Explorer for a key, and I shall grant you a key, Sora Madam. Okay, so yeah, please go and download this. I will be coming to the next surge. I believe it's at a really good time for me, actually. I think it's like midday or something. No problem, I'll be there. Thankfully, it's not 4 a.m. or 3 a.m., right? And bring someone, bring a friend. You got 2 computers, you got a laptop, gaming laptop, you know, share with your friends. Hey, I'm testing out a game at this time. We might get something, okay? And if we have 1,000 players, we are going to all get a crew card of the rarest condition. And that's it, my friends. I'm going to leave you and love you as always. Ciao, MetaVerse Explorer.